support. I see from your clinical request that we're revisiting a previous design that we did for this patient, and I appreciate your update on the performance. It sounds like you made tremendous progress with this patient, but I understand you have a couple of concerns. One is the comfort of the right eye due to a pterygium, and secondly, an overrefraction in the left eye. Well, let's first talk about that right eye for a moment. From a comfort standpoint, it looks like the design change that we originally made has made an improvement. The pterygium in this meridian is likely getting just getting too much bearing through there from this current lens design. You basically have a couple options. I know you asked about probably going a little bit smaller. That certainly is an option based on your clinical opinion with the way that lens sits on the eye. You may even consider going to a free-form design, just because you have a little bit of asymmetry in the design out here and over in this meridian also. It's a little more symmetrical up here, but I think if you go with a free-form design from where you have, I think you had a better chance of lining up that periphery. Keep in mind that when we went to the tangential design, that tries to mimic this outer peripheral or the peripheral cornea more precisely than the axial design. But when we do that, again, we're looking at a summation or better yet, an average of this horizontal meridian. So if we go to a free-form design, I took your basic design right here, and you'll see if we look in this horizontal meridian, you got an average base curve of about 826 through here. And when we switch over to a free-form design, and you'll notice that I went through here and I just sort of realigned it around through here. Now in that horizontal meridian, you're considerably flatter, 840. And this other side is 807, so you get a little bit more true match of the horizontal meridian. So I think that might do a better job of getting that lens to align. You might have to do a little trial and error with these lenses, and I know sometimes you have to go back and just tweak that different meridians on these lenses to get them to fit better. If we also look at this lower representation of the lens, although this looks reasonably good compared to the true cornea, you'll see that this one is probably a little closer match when you've got a little bit more of a area in through here and this zone down through here. So I think that'll help out with the fit. As far as the power goes on that left eye, if we look at that for a moment, I understand you have a little bit of a cylinder overrefraction. There's a couple thoughts on that. Since your cylinder axis on the overrefraction seems to line up predictably with the patient's original spectacle correction, you are probably safe to add in the cylinder overrefraction. My concern with that is sometimes when you add in these cylinder overrefractions, you get some compounding cylinders, but since they line up quite precisely along that 180 meridian, you'll probably be with that. You might be okay with that. Quite often what I'll do is I'll kind of look at can I get away with using the spherical equivalent to that and just adding that in. So I think with that, that should get you a little bit closer to this design. Again, you might have to do a little trial and error. You might have to tweak a few parameters and you go, and you might have to redesign the lens a couple of times. But it sounds like you're well on your way to a much more successful fit than you originally started with. So I wish you well with this case, and have a great day.